Aloha! Top of the morning, friends and family. Once a week, we upload a beautifully edited cinematic masterpiece to this channel. This video is uncut. In today's uncut video, I'm gonna move the table around. We haven't sat for a while, you and I, and had a little heart-to-heart on an uncut video. We've had several Dave Kaufman Run Around Reptile Show uncut videos, hung out with my mom, checking out that cool blood python clutch that we got. But you and I have not sat and had a heart-to-heart, and I've got some things I need to share. YouTube deleted one of my best performing video ever off of my channel. That I want to talk about plans coming up with me in the very near future, what's happening here in the next month. Definitely got plenty of snakes, definitely got lots of things happening. I've got mixed emotions about what I'm going to talk about at the very end of this video, but we'll get to all that. Before I talk about the video that was deleted and all the processes that I went through in my brain after that, let's first talk about where I'm going to be this coming month of September. I'm going to be at reptile shows, and the cool thing about that is that it seems that the content that's performing best on this channel, or the content that has been performing the best on this channel recently, better than anything's performed in a while, have been at the reptile shows where I'm talking to people and checking out the animals they have at their table or animals that people are picking up at the show, and I'm featuring those and showing like how much people are paying for things, how much people are selling things for, and I love doing that. So as I mentioned in that last video, it's a real win-win for me because I absolutely love doing that. It's also a win-win because I will be at reptile shows like every weekend for the next 5 weekends in a row, which means it's very busy around here, but that's okay. I am going to be at the Denver show the first weekend of September, and I'm very blessed to be a part of that. Those guys putting on those new shows, that's their new shows. That's their second show ever, the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo. I will be there filming all weekend, and then I will be back here in our county, SLO County. We've got our local reptile show that's happening at the Vets Hall in San Luis Obispo. If you happen to be in the Central Coast of California, you should come check out that. That's on the 14th. It's a one-day show. And then the weekend after that will be the North Carolina show for the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo as well. And I'll be there all weekend filming again. And then the weekend after that, it's not a show per se, but we'll be traveling out to Utah for Clint's 5th birthday thing, since I was trying to work around the way I could make it, and it worked out luckily because I was the grand champion of the event last year, so I definitely felt like I need to go and defend my title, but also just get to see Clint and all the cool people that'll be hanging out there and get some more awesome content for you guys, hopefully. And then the weekend after that is not a thing. We'll talk about. We'll get to October when October is coming. That's way too much to fit into my brain. So let's talk about this deleted video and what it had me go through, what transpired here from that. It was the highest performing video our channel's ever had, and it's been up on YouTube for 6 years. And it's a little ridiculous but a lot of fun. And it was called Pee on a Tree. It was a music video we made, and it had I think it was approaching 750,000 views, which, is not crazy views YouTube standards when there's videos out there that have millions and millions and even billions of views. But for our little channel personally, that was a lot. And the thing that blew me away about it is that it had been there for like 6 years, just there. And, maybe they didn't like the shots of the region. I can imagine how many people reported it. I mean, we've got shots of the kids peeing on trees from behind, tastefully done, in my humble opinion of what tasteful is. Not showing anything inappropriate. I guess probably a lot of people think that a kid peeing on a tree is inappropriate, but that was the whole part of the song. That was like part of the whole verse. Like, you might think it's gross to see me peeing on a tree, but it was great. I had a lot of fun making it. So I went back. Lucky thing is that the making of video is still there. So we had just the music video, and then we had the whole making of, which still has the music video in it. And that video has not been deleted. It's still up here on YouTube, right here on this channel. So I was watching that the other day, and I was reminiscing about how much the kids were involved in the channel and how much the family was shown in every video. And when I first started this channel, the vlogs were just super raw, just running around, hanging out with the family, doing mundane things probably for you to watch, but things that were cool. And I have those memories saved that I can look back and just seeing little Noah helping me write that song, and all those things that are still there. And so actually this coming weekend's video is a fishing trip. We went out for my birthday because I was gone in Daytona for Eli's birthday, which is right before mine. I felt bad. And he really loves to fish. So I was like, oh, we'll take you on a fishing boat, where I got totally sick, and but he caught plenty of fish for us to eat. So that was awesome. But my point is that I really missed and was reminiscent about how many videos there are that are just like raw, hanging out with the family and just, cut up parts of the day. But the algorithm of YouTube has changed since then to where when I do videos like that, it's like they kill the channel, which is not my main motivation, but I have come to a point in YouTube where this is my the driving force behind everything that is supporting the family. So it's kind of like a little catch-22. Is like, put the kids in the videos and the channels don't do really well, and then everything goes down performance-wise, and the main driving force behind all of the way I support my family starts to dwindle down. Not good. Need to support the family. So again, kind of cool that this next month got lots of reptile shows, and those videos have been doing really well, and I really love doing them. But I still want to bring the family in from time to time because I just want to, and I'm going to do it regardless of how it affects channel performance. That's coming this weekend. I'm probably going to play this thing in a little bit. There was one other thing I want to talk about. We talked about the shows. We talked about the deleted video and what I've done since then. Got the new mic. I'll be interviewing people at the show. What I'd really love to do at any of these shows, these All-American Reptile shows that are coming up in Denver and North Carolina specifically, if you are attending one of those shows and you have what you think is a really cool story in the reptile-related story in the hobby, in the industry, whatever it is, and you're going to be at that show, I want you to come sit down with me with my very nice new mic stands here, which I'll have there, and talk to me on video about that story so we can share it with other people. That's what I would love to do. And I know I'll be doing that with some people, but if you think specifically you have that story, like, come see me or get a hold of me and let's meet there at the show and let's talk about it. I know the other thing I want to talk about, just some personal updates. I am probably in the best mental and physical health that I've been in quite some time. Thank Lord. Like, there was a time several months back, I was right back there. I collapsed on my knees in prayer and was weeping because I was not doing good. I was not doing well at all. And it took some time, but things have come around to where I feel so good and have for a good little while now. And I see that only continuing. So I'm pretty stoked about that. This morning, we had our first Bible study with middle schoolers and high schoolers that I've been doing. As you might remember, I was on staff at the church down the street here leading youth worship. And I was I had plans to not do that again this year because of how incredibly busy it was and how very constrained the time seemed to be. But I went to VBS last summer and that all turned around, and I've got a much better handle on like the whole, the technical aspects of it and just the logistics, and feeling pretty good about it this year. So I'm staying on. We just had our first Bible study this morning with the middle schoolers and high schoolers. Noah's going into 6th grade, so he got to attend this morning. Very encouraging. We're having our fall kickoff tonight, and however many 100 kids will come into the sanctuary, and we'll do that, and it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen. The thing I was talking about, I was going to have mixed emotions about, is like I would like to play one of the songs that we're going to do, and I'm going to pick up the guitar here, play it for us to finish out this video. I'm hoping to play it well enough that this video gets demonetized because it's a copyrighted song. So it feels weird. It's a weird, very mixed emotion. I was like, I don't want to get demonetized, but I'd really like to play the song as well as I can. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play enough of it that if it's good enough and it gets picked up by YouTube's algorithm, we're getting demonetized. And that's fine.